Kick-Ass Children of the Corn movie. Then they'd be under the earth and stuff. Anyways, so mulching. Starting with creating some mulch helps, and putting everything either in the soil or in there to mix up and mulch it. And then taking the mulch and spreading it around. And it's also has peppermint in it, so that's pesticide. You know, it's antiseptic and it keeps pests away. And that is the basil. That's the fenugreek. That's more fenugreek. That is the geranium. I don't know what this one is yet. I gotta identify it. And more mulch. So it stays nice and healthy. There isn't really much else to do except grab some peppermint and hang it out, because it is overflowing with peppermint. And I'm going to take some more of that and store some of that. And, let the fenugreek keep cycling and growing. That's about it. There really isn't much else to do. Beautiful scenery. It's supposed to be relaxing and peaceful, but we're getting roasted. And that can be abrasive. So I won't be touching none of that. And then that's the work gear. And it all glows in the dark. It's preventative, protects from edema, and obviously it's all flame retardant stuff. Really, really good idea. Had breakfast. And that's the tour. The tour there. And right here. With a nice cold lumen light. And that is the cannabis. This one's doing well, that one's doing well, that one's doing well. And there's two other ones that are kind of tiny. Right here, this one's starting to grow. And then that one is starting to grow. And it just takes time. It takes time to understand that, what it necessarily needs. That fishing right there is still pretty cool, you know. It stays cold. It works out that way. I give it some beet juice. Beetroot juice. And that's about it. The most tragic, torturous things that could ever go on, you know. And then with a human being's mind, um, it's pretty aggravating. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not really understanding. Um, I don't know. They're not really understanding what the hell took place here in the cycling of time. But that is you know, for whatever reason, um, there became issues with a bunch of things that were interrupting cycles. All right, meaning a human being's life cycle. All right, a human being's life cycle isn't carried on. All right, you know what I'm saying? So that is why it's a good idea to be doing things like this, because people are often really, really, really terrible with um, factoring in time, and then actually what it takes, what's necessary, and the resources, and then also being wasteful. All right, and being overindulgent. All right, we don't need to take in more than what we need. You know what I'm saying? We only need to have nutrients, and minerals. All right, such as MSM, magnesium, chlorella, kelp. These things that are on the higher scale of all these things are good for your bones. You know what I'm saying? And the body doesn't necessarily need to take in more than what it needs, but it